Hey everybody, VG Logic here, and today we're going to be starting a playthrough of ESPN Extreme Games on the PS1. I'm going to use the word playthrough tentatively because ultimately we're just going to be doing the exhibition mode and going through the tracks. Probably not going to win any races at all either, I just want to say that now. This game is, I think at least, relentlessly difficult. The enemies, your opponents even, they seem to be really damn fast, they don't make many mistakes, and if you knock them down, they come back and bite you in the arse real quick. If you haven't seen this game before, it's a racing game, nice and simple. You can pick from, well, one of these to race with. There's only 5 tracks in the game, so we're going to switch vehicle between each track, and for the last one we'll just pick something at random. So the first thing it's given us are the rollerblades. Let's just stick with those. First track, as I said, there's only 5. We're going to do San Francisco first, but those are the options there. And you also get to pick a rider or a racer who's got different stats for different things. This guy has max stats in rollerblades, so let's use him.
You'll finish at the Golden Gate Bridge, but the key here is the tunnel. Once you hit it, go all out, because you're almost home.
Oh yeah, this game has cringy ass videos, really bad. To be honest, they're not that offensive. I've not seen a game do it like that before, but hey, I'll leave them in because they're quite funny. And that looks like clip art. That's really bad. Okay. Racing is really like Road Rash. If you played Road Rash before, it's just going to look kind of similar, I guess. A couple of differences, though. I mean, obviously, it's a racing game. You want to come first. You can punch and kick people as well. You hold X to accelerate, as you'd expect from a racing game, but it does actually drain your stamina bar, that green thing at the top of the screen, which, ideally, you don't want to get all the way down to the bottom. What you can do when you're going down hills especially, you can hold circle to tuck yourself in, and you'll basically just slide down the hill. You won't lose any speed. If anything, you kind of gain it, but your bar goes back up because you're not, pedaling if you're on a bike or doing whatever you call that on a pair of rollerblades. Alright, crappy start. Let's get all our mistakes out of the way to begin with. Just want to point out, I've never actually won a race on this game. I've played it a lot. I've spent quite a few hours playing this, I think, now. But I suck at it. I mean, I don't know if I'm just bad. It's probably that. But, yeah, I find it really hard to keep up with, especially the front runners. And the penalty for screwing up is nasty. It's really bad. If you're, doing a pretty damn good race and then you screw up at the end, you'll just watch the whole pack overtake you. They'll be right on your ass the entire time. So, yeah, just bear that in mind. We're probably not going to win any races in this playthrough, but certainly just to see what the game's about. It's quite an old PlayStation game, though. It came out in 1995, whereas the PS1 itself only came out in 1994. So, it looks kind of dated, but that's kind of because it is pretty dated. I mean, this game's 22 years old now. That's crazy to think about. Okay, now these purple gates you go through sometimes trigger hazards or events on the stage. That was flipping a ramp over in front of us, which was no big deal really. But sometimes they move gates across the track and knock people off, which is quite cool. And from not playing too badly, I know we scuffed up at the beginning. We're only 3 points off last. Unless I'm missing something, and how to sort of speed up and overtake everyone quicker. This is my dilemma with this game. I love playing it, but I suck. I just really suck at it. Anyway, these green gates give us money. Not sure how much use that'll be in this playthrough, but the money means you can buy better vehicles with better stats later on. I'd like to make some headway on these guys. Maybe let them beat each other up. Maybe it seems to be most of the hazards seem to be right in the middle of the track as well. So if we kind of just keep off the center, or they're going to want to be in the middle for this. go. Yeah, I see you. I want to kick that guy. That's my goal in life right now, to kick that street luge guy in the head. Like that. There we go. Pack it in. I don't know if that was a different street luge guy. It may have been. Okay, that's good. That's good. So moving up the field. 9th place. Let's get out of the way of those barrels. Maybe we need to be more in the middle for this little bit. Yeah, out of the way of those. Whoops. The yellow gates are kind of useless for us now. There's only 2 modes in this game. You've got a season mode where it picks the tracks for you. But those yellow gates pertain to points in that mode. In this mode, they're not really for all that much. Alright, I missed that gate. The purple one, but that's what moves those little gate thingies. Okay. Kick it. There we go. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised we are still 7th. And that's awful. Oh, 7th? Why are you excited about 7th? But seriously, that's good for me on this. Alright, let's stick to this side of the track. Doesn't look like there's any hazards right here. At the moment I'm holding circle, so I'm not holding X. Oh, shite. Okay, that worked. Nice. Nice, nice. Come on, get out of here. 5th isn't bad. 5th really isn't bad. Although, let's go for a podium. If we can find the next 2, maybe they'll knock themselves out of the front. Yeah, get out of here. I'm trying to race clean, minding my own business. But yeah, the 4 guys ahead of us, they've really sped off. It feels like we're really, slowed down to a crawl, but according to this, we're going fast. Alright, there's 2. Please let us get them. No. Oh well, we tried. But yeah, 1 error. That's all we had in that. I think 1 proper error, and that's the amount of, that's what it does in this game. It's really hard to keep up if you screw up even just the once.
Congratulations, we have a new definition for slow. You!
But yeah, that's how this game goes. Brutal. I don't think she says anything even remotely nice to you until you're at least 3rd, and I've done that, I don't know, maybe once. But anyway, that was the first sort of track you get to play. They do get progressively harder. So the next track that we'll be doing is, let's have a little look. Next track will be Italy, but we're going to split the video there. I'll switch vehicle and switch rider. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.